and it comes your way next on Madden NFL 25.
McManus ready to kick this one off. And through the snowflakes, off we go here on EA Sports. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Steelers led out by their quarterback, Russell Wilson. Still strange to not see him in a Seattle uniform where he was for a decade, couple of years with the Broncos. And now Greg, the 9-time Pro Bowler, year 1 in Pittsburgh.
At one point, this guy was one of the top superstars in the entire league, and I don't think he's fallen as far from that as people want to imagine. This is still a winning quarterback in the NFL, and historically, what's been a very dynamic dual-threat approach in his game has turned to more of a passing style as he's gotten older. But if he puts together one of those vintage performances we've seen over the years, he's going to be a hard one to beat.
And he'll get about 5 past the 30-yard line. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. From the shotgun, Wilson. That's the former Ram and Falcon, Van Jefferson. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, balls on time, results in a nice first down pickup.
And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. Here's 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, here's Russ. And the coverage right there. This ball knocked away. It's incomplete. He was looking for George Pickens there. Now it's going to be 3rd down.
And the success of this play, Mike, all comes down to the timing of the defender. You get there a little bit too early, you risk pass interference. You get there a little too late, it's a big pass completion. Timing your hand and playing through the ball is something they work on with these defenders all the time. And next time they throw the ball downfield, I wouldn't be surprised if they target somebody else.
They get 15 on that game. That's a Steeler first down.
These crossing concepts are frequently used, Mike, throughout the entire game, all across the league. And what it does is it creates a lot of natural rubs. You run out the backside of the defense and rely heavily on the yards after the catch, and it's exactly how they're able to pick up this big gain.
A give, and here comes Harris. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. They'll give it to Harris again. And he's going to take this all the way home. Najee Harris, touchdown Pittsburgh. Terrific way, Greg, to get this game started. Able to get the opening touchdown and do it with a long run.
Mike, anytime you can create explosive plays in the run game, you're definitely going to take it. And they're going to be able to build on those plays as the rest of this game moves along.
Chris Boswell on for the point after. These kicks not a given in the snow, but this one is good. And the Steelers will go up by 7. Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. Here comes the pack, and here comes Jordan Love. 5th season at quarterback, but Greg just his 2nd as a starter, waited his turn, and had a really good first year as a starter.
Took a little while for him to get his chance to be a full-time starter, but once he got that shot, he's just never looked back. I mean, Mike, think, he's always had that power for him. He can push the ball up and down the field and make every throw imaginable. But that time he spent on the sideline, I think it ended up being a massive blessing in disguise. He was able to work on his game from a mental and technical standpoint with no pressure to play. And now he is reaping all the benefits.
And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
Well, they've come out swinging here on this opening drive through the air, and that's exactly what they wanted to do. Generate some early chunk plays and try to get some points.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. On the ground, this is the 2022 rushing champ, Josh Jacobs. Here's a 2nd and 6. We'll go play action with Love. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Well, Mike, the other day we heard how the offensive coordinator wanted to start fast offensively, but here so far, it's been the pass rush and the defense who's gotten out to the quick start.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Throwing is Love. And that is incomplete.
He decides to go with the safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
Brandon McManus and the field goal unit come on. This is going to be a 51-yard attempt. Through the falling snow, the kick is good. And the Packers are on the board. It's 7-3.
I think apart from the wind, when you talk about kicking in the elements, Mike, I think the snow has to be the kicker's worst nightmare. It's just so hard to have the confidence that when you stick that plant foot, it's not going to give way. So give credit. That was really well done.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. On the return, here comes Cordero Patterson. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. The Steelers offense ready now for their second drive. The lead sits at 4, so they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. Austin brought in motion. Right away, they'll try a jet sweep. And he'll get this forward to about the 33. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. Out of the gun, it's Wilson. It's to the sideline and caught by Pickens. 15 yards through the air. Good for a Steeler 1st down.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all of that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too...
the pressure, too much, and he goes down. Rashawn Gary, former Michigan Wolverine, in there to take him down.
The offense goes from feeling really good about the previous play with a real nice pickup to then on the ensuing play ending up going the complete opposite direction. Really nice job here by the defense, immediately getting back on track. And what do the coaches say? Just play the next play, and that's exactly what they did.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. They send Freiermuth, the tight end, in motion. On 2nd down, a run with Harris. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6, and it sets up 3rd down. From the gun, it's Wilson. He's got his man. It's Jefferson. A gain of 15. Well done. Facing 3rd and 14, they pick it up.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
That one never got started. Too much defensive pressure. They dropped him in the backfield.
I'm not sure if there's anything more enjoyable for a football player than playing a game in the snow. And something for us to keep in mind throughout the rest of the day is typically the advantage is in the favor of the offense. You know where you're going. You know where the cuts are going to come. The defense has to react to you. Can they find a way to take advantage?
And this will be a short gain down to the 41-yard line. Javon Bullard there on the tackle. A tough spot here. 3rd and long. Here's Wilson. Good decision to take off. He gets 15 yards and a 1st down.
Having a quarterback with this ability to run is such an X factor in today's NFL. It's an element of their offense that you have to be prepared for on every single play. Here we see it on 3rd down. Starts out as a pass. Nowhere to go with the ball. He tucks it, turns into a runner. Picks up the 1st down.
An unbalanced look to the left here on 1st down. Now Russ. He'll let this go towards the end zone.
So I like the aggressiveness of the call, but as the rest of the game unfolds, Mike, there needs to be better overall execution. Little bit.
Mike Tomlin wants the officials to get another look at it, so out comes the challenge flag.
previous play is under review.
They're looking both at the feet to see if 2 were down, but also whether or not he had full possession of the football when those feet were down.
After reviewing the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So that challenge, a successful one. On for the extra point is Boswell. Through the snowflakes, this one good. And the Steelers extend their advantage to 14-3. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. On the return, here's Jaden Reed. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Packers offense about ready to get going on their second possession. The deficit is double digits, so work to do as they begin this drive with 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Love. Toward the middle, that one caught by Watson. Here's 2nd and 2. On play action, Love. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. Jaden Reed was the intended target. 3rd down coming up.
Timing and trust. Critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
He's got a man. That's Watson. He's going to have the 1st down. That one good for 9, and the drive continues.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. It's the tight end Kraft in motion. On 1st down, it's Love.
Not every pass has to be thrown downfield. You can rely on the run after catch, especially a big body like this tight end. Get the ball in his hands early and let him pick up the rest after the catch.
We'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. They'll run it straight ahead with Jacobs. Jacobs, 1st down and more. He's going to be taken down at about the 30.
Nice pickup there by Jacobs, and I really like this signing this offseason, Mike. I mean, with the departure of Aaron Jones going to Minnesota, they know how important that backfield is alongside Jordan Love. Can he help this Packers offense take that next step forward? And certainly done his part so far.
To the left side in the hands of Watson. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's 1st and goal.
Well, a chance to get right back in it here. 1st down and goal. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. And he will fight his way to the end zone. Jordan Love, touchdown Packers.
Now remember back, Mike, their first drive, they had to settle for 3. So they definitely didn't want to have to do that again. So really solid drive from start to end, and they're finally able to cap it off with a touchdown.
Brandon McManus now to add the extra point. These kicks not a given in the snow, but this one is good. And the Packers are back within 4. It is 14-10. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. He fields it at the 8. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Oh, very good field position to start as the return is past the 40. The Steelers offense headed back to take over once more. They'll have very good starting field position as they set up past the 40. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. This drive begins with a run by Harris. And the defense all over this one. They knock him down. It'll go down as a loss of 2.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
They send Freiermuth, the tight end, in motion. Another run here with Harris. He'll turn this into a gain of about 4. It's going to lead to 3rd down. Here's Wilson to throw.
And that's a great job defensively here on 3rd down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn into a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the 1st down.
Here's the replacement for Cameron Johnston. Corliss Waitman on to punt. Out to return this for the Packers, it's Keyshawn Nixon. And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds. Out comes the Green Bay offense now as they get set to take over again. They trail by 4. A touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. Still keeping the legs moving, somehow managing to turn that into a gain. Here's 2nd and 9. The man in motion is Watson. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And it'll be a pickup of 3. So 3rd down, forthcoming. It's the tight end Kraft in motion. He gets that complete as he hits Reed. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
They call this the alley, so it's the area between the hash marks and the numbers, and depending on what defense they're in, there is a lot of space to be had down those seams. So if this defense doesn't make a couple of adjustments, I wouldn't expect this offense to target any other place on this field.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. Here's a handoff to Jacobs. Give them 15 more on that one. They are on the move. It's a first down.
This offense has to be thrilled, Mike, with the success they've had here on the ground in this opening quarter. Now as the rest of the game unfolds, everything in the game plan continues to open up.
The man in motion is Watson. They'll run the draw with Jacobs. Finding space at the 15. And they'll finally run him down, but he takes it inside the 10-yard line.
We had a feeling coming into the game that they were going to get this guy plenty of touches, and you can see from this early success why. The defense is going to have to make some adjustments here because they have had no answers thus far.
Love to throw. That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, if you're going to target him in the end zone, you better come correct, man, because this guy, he embraces those moments of one-on-one coverage when it matters the most, and I think he just saved 6 by getting his hands on that one.
Here's another shot from the 6 at second and goal. Now Love to the back of the end zone. He's got it. Christian Watson. Touchdown, Green Bay. Tight spaces down there. Things happen quick. Greg, a quick decision and great execution for the score.
You're exactly right, Mike. Down here this close to the goal line, everybody's clock has to speed up.
And, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed. So replay is going to take a look at this one and make sure it is good for 6. And we'll get a moment here as they look this one over. Remember, the call on the field is what they'll stick with unless they have clear, incontrovertible visual evidence to the contrary. In other words, it's got to be the truth.
After review of the play, ruling on the field stands.
So, ruled a touchdown originally. They didn't find any reason to overturn it, and it stays on the board. Now it's McManus for the point after. It's up and through. And the Packers move out to a 3-point edge, 17-14. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Patterson now to return it. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. Following the kickoff, we have an injured player on the field. The training staff going to look, and will step out for a moment. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. They'll start this on the ground, and it's Harris. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a first down. A pickup of 9.
Really nice job by the interior of this offensive line. It typically just takes one guy to distort the defense to give the back enough room to operate, and that's exactly what they did here, and it led to a big gain.
Austin brought in motion. Here comes the jet sweep. And he'll get past the marker. So he's got a first down on that gain of 5. Now Wilson. This one is complete. It's Pickens. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. On the give, it's Harris. And he tries to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not happen here. I think he's going to lose a yard.
With how fast they were all over that play, you almost wonder, Mike, was there a pre-snap tell? Did they know that play was coming? Because I'll tell you, that defense was on it from the start.
Here comes 3rd and 6. So they'll talk over what to do on this 3rd down play as we have hit the end of the first quarter. It's the Packers on top, and we're back to the Steel City after this. Third and 6. Now it's Wilson. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Isaiah McDuffie.
Those simple routes over the middle, Mike. Well, to the quarterback, they're not always so simple. I'll tell you why. There's a lot of bodies in the middle of the field. There's a lot of traffic. Those windows are hard to navigate the ball through safely. So what happens? Well, you saw it there. It's a prime area for throws to be intercepted.
Here's Christian Watson and the rest of the Packer offense heading back onto the field. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Jacobs. And he does not want to go down. Somehow he turned that into a gain of 6.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
It's the tight end Kraft in motion. Throwing on 2nd down, Love.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
And that call will not get it done. The defense ready, stopping him behind the line of scrimmage. And it sets up 4th down.
The idea here for this offense is you're not really thinking necessarily touchdown. You're thinking 1st down. Let's get a fresh set of downs here and reset. But in this case, they suffer a loss, and it brings up 4th down.
On 4th down, the Packers turn it over to Daniel Whelan to punt. Calvin Austin deep for the Steelers. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. The Steelers' offense and running back Najee Harris getting set to take over once more. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. Very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
We see this time and time again in the NFL, Mike. You want to play quarterback at this level, you better figure out a way to be able to bounce back following a bad throw, a bad series, a bad game. And in this case, he's got to bounce back from a pick on the last drive, and he's got to find himself some easy completions and settle himself back into this one.
That's caught downfield by Jefferson. That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
They run out of the gun with Warren. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a first down. A pickup of 9.
Mike, the old adage, you run to set up the pass. This modern offense nowadays, we're starting to see that flipped upside down on its head. Typically, the success of the passing game is what allows teams to have success like this in the run game.
A run with Harris. And he'll get this down to the 40. That's a nice run. It's also a first down.
It's possible they could have tried to be a little bit more aggressive on second down, knowing they had 3rd and inches in their back pocket. But I don't think anyone's going to complain. Pick up the first down, extend the drive, see if you can go score.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They run it over center with Harris. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
What we're seeing here in this first half, Mike, is an example of the offensive line, the running back, and the play caller all on the same page. The execution and the ability to continue to pick up chunk plays on the ground has been a great start for this offense.
On first down, right back to Harris. And they'll finally run him down, but he takes it inside the 10-yard line.
If you have a shot to bring him down early, you just can't miss, Mike. Not against a runner like this. If he slips that first tackle, you can see how much more he can add to a run.
Ball sitting at the 7. 1st and goal. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. And he will get into the end zone. Russell Wilson. Touchdown Steelers. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. For the return, it's Keyshawn Nixon. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Josh Jacobs and the Packers offense heading back onto the field. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Here's Love. That's to Reed. He's got it. A great connection there. They're going to bring it down inside the 35-yard line.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
Here's 1st and 10. In motion, Reed. They'll run with Jacobs. He is met and dropped. Good defense. Loss of a couple on that play.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
A 2nd down throw for Love. This one intercepted. Picked off by Dante Jackson. And the Steelers are going to take over here at their own 22.
You know, Mike, anytime a team can go nickel or dime and come off the field with an interception, I just am constantly reminded of the importance of defensive back depth when you're building an NFL roster. I mean, think back. This is not the old NFL base 3-4, base 4-3. Offenses are going to roll out 2, 3, 4 high-level wide receivers at you in this pass-first modern era. If you can't roll out 5 DBs and all of them hold their own and be trusted to hold up, you are going to struggle defending these pass-first modern offenses.
So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. Shotgun snap, and they give it to Harris. And he'll work this out to the 23. Way Walker, the linebacker, on the tackle. Here's a 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, Wilson looking for Jefferson deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
He'll get a dozen out of that one, scrambling his way to a 1st down.
This is an element that defensively you always have to be ready to defend. You can't just accept that it's a pass and be so consumed with the receivers downfield. You have to account for the quarterback as a scrambler. You can see why, as he's able to get out of the pocket and pick up the 1st down.
Now Wilson on 1st down. And he'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, Russ. There's a short one caught by Freiermuth. And nice work after the catch. He stopped a little short of the 1st down marker, but it is a pickup of 9.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
It's a gain of 10 yards. That's a Steeler 1st down.
The offensive line doing a great job opening these run lanes. They have been there this entire 1st half, and I think if I'm this play caller, until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away, I think I'm just going to keep turning around and handing it to that guy.
They go play action now. Wilson. Off he goes. He is dangerous when a play breaks down. A pickup of 18.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the first down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
First and 10. Give up the middle to Harris. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line.
The goal of every offense, Mike, is to find a way to establish a balance between the run and the pass. With some success here early on the ground, will open up things as the game unfolds for the quarterback in this passing game.
They'll run it right here with Warren. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman. Sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the gain to nothing.
On second down, a run with Harris. He's going nowhere. Going to lose yardage on that play.
This is what every defense in the league is shooting for, Mike. Negative plays. That's how you kill drives. Force teams to play from behind the sticks. Great job here, taking them down for a loss.
Good drive now faces a tough conversion. It is 3rd and long. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete.
That's one he'd love to have back. An opportunity to score 6 was right there for the taking. Just wasn't quite meant to be.
Now on 4th down, the veteran Chris Boswell on for the Steelers. This from extra point range, a 33-yard field goal attempt. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Steelers add on to their lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
Back out is Boswell following the field goal. He'll send this one away. Here's Nixon on the return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Packers offense running back Josh Jacobs heading back on the field. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a first down. Off the play fake. Here's Love. That's caught downfield. Dobbs. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. An ideal beginning to this drive. 24 on the first play.
Didn't take them long to get now to their opponent's side of the field. I like the idea of starting this drive with some explosive pass plays. That's going to open everything up, both underneath in the passing game and on the ground. So big play to get this drive off to a fast start. These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
Dobbs headed in motion. On second down, Love. Right side, catch made by Dobbs. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down. Don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. That's to Dobbs again. And he will have a Packers first down. They are able to move the sticks. It's a gain of 4 on 3rd and inches.
So on these play calls, Mike, on 3rd and inches, typically how it goes is we're going to try to take a shot. Then there's a medium zone option. And then the last resort is just pick up the first down with something underneath and get that fresh set of downs. So in this case, he settles for the underneath throw, but it's still enough to pick up the first down.
Go play action with Love. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. Trying to connect with Romeo Doubs that time. And 3rd down coming up.
Here in the first half, we've seen nothing but connections from these two guys. I mean, they've come out completely on fire. So the defense finally gets a stop. And really the first time we've seen these guys be a little bit off. Great reaction by the defense. At first, Mike, it looked like there was enough room out there for the quarterback to pick this one up himself, but they were able to rally to the ball, and I think the officials are going to mark it just short.
The field goal unit on the sideline. They'll line up to go for it on 4th down. They send one of the tight ends in motion to the left. And they'll try it now with Jacobs. 13 yards and a big exhale as they convert on 4th down.
This play should always end up converting a 4th down, especially at this distance. But you can't tell me there weren't some nerves on that sideline as they sent that play in to snap it. But fortunately, nothing to worry about. The offense gets it done.
Love to throw it on 1st down. Over the middle, he fits it into Doubs. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
I really like the balance that they've showed so far on this drive, Mike. And what that does is it makes the defense have to defend the entire field. The run game and the pass game, everything looks the same. There's no tells, so they can't afford to just dial up certain schemes to take away a run or a pass. They've got to defend the entire playbook, and so far they've done a great job on this drive doing just that. So often when it comes to safeties, Mike, we talk about their speed and their range, but for him to be able to come up and make a tackle and be physical at the point of attack and keep this ball carrier to no gain, that's pretty impressive.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Love. And he'll take it on in. Christian Watson, touchdown Packers. That's his 2nd touchdown so far here in the first half. And that is number 2. Greg, he is off to some kind of start in this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer, because right now they don't have one for this guy.
McManus on for the point after. His kick is good. And the Packers will tie this game at 24. So back to level after the touchdown. In time for the kickoff. This one taken at the 7. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. Steelers offense. And their running back set to go once more. And as a play caller, when you've got a guy who's running like this, you lean on him and your offensive line. He's had big opening after big opening and big numbers in this first half. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Play action. It's Wilson. That's complete. Left side to Pickens. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45.
We've really seen both teams have a lot of success moving the ball throughout this entire first half, and just seems this possession is going to be more of the same as they start this drive.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. A give, and here comes Harris. And he's going to be taken down as we hit the 2-minute warning here in this first half. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. From the gun, it's Wilson. That's over the middle and taken in by Freiermuth. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
Just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want to have a good passing game, you better have a good tight end.
Wilson lines up in the pistol. That's made by Pickens. And they will take him down at the 20-yard line.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the second quarter.
The Steelers going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining here in half number 1. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. Throwing again, Wilson. And he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. That's going to go down as a sack and a loss of a couple. Looking to keep a promising drive alive. It is 3rd and a yard. Out of the gun, here's Russ. And they're going to have enough to convert here. And it sets up 1st and goal.
When you decide to throw the ball on 3rd and 1, typically, Mike, what you're doing is you start from the top down. If you have the big shot downfield, take it. If not, the quarterback works through his progression, finds the medium target, picks up a 1st down.
That one is caught in the back of the end zone. George Pickens. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
You know, we spent so much time talking about the heroics of a game-winning drive to end the 4th quarter in 2-minute mode. Now let's talk about a 2-minute mode, Mike, at the end of the first half. It might not be in walk-off fashion, but I'll tell you what, executing that here going into halftime changes this entire game.
Boswell now for the extra point. Through the snowflakes, this one good. And the Steelers will go up by 7. Very little time remaining in this first half as this kick is away. This returnable with Reed. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's going to be taken down at the 37. And the offense will elect to burn a timeout. 5 seconds remaining in this second quarter. Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for 1st and 10. Love. He's going to go deep, looking for Reed. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end.
All right, Mike, thanks very much, and welcome in everyone to our EA Sports Halftime Report. In the first half, we saw a strong performance out of the veteran quarterback, Russell Wilson. He had a touchdown both in the air and on the ground to help push his guys into the lead at the break. The big story thus far has really been the snow. It's made footing treacherous, and if the forecast holds, it's only going to get worse. But I can tell you as a fan, these are the games you love to watch.
All right, Coach, thank you. The snow continuing to fall as we ready ourselves for the second half to follow. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This returnable with Reed. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. Jordan Love and the rest of the Packer offense ready for their next possession. And he has been in control of this offense. Want to run you through some of the action from earlier on. You've got the 2 touchdown passes, over 200 passing yards. He has been excellent all game long. Set to go now on 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. He's going to have a Packers first down as the tackle's made just shy of the 40.
The ability to be effective on first down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a third down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
On first down, it's Love. This one is caught by Reed. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion.
And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
He's got a man. That's Watson. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
Now, so far here today, putting points on the board certainly hasn't been a problem, and plays like that are why. Think about it, Mike. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you and not force something that's not there, and that mid-range pass results in a fresh set of downs.
They'll run it straight ahead with Jacobs. Just a short pickup down inside the 30. Second down and 8. Dobbs headed in motion. Once again, it's Jacobs. He plunges forward for a couple of yards. Larry Ogunjobi with the tackle for the defense. "21 is the line to gain as we hit third down. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. That is brought in at the 10. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5.
To be a prolific passing offense in this league, you have to be able to both throw the ball from the pocket and you have to be able to operate and convert on third downs. And they've really done both at a high level on this drive. And to no surprise, they find themselves first and goal.
Ball sitting on the 3. It is first down and goal. Here's Jacobs. A second effort, and he is in. Josh Jacobs. Touchdown, Green Bay. A lot of big bodies down there, but at the end of the day, the one that mattered, the one with the ball, finds the end zone for the touchdown.
Yeah, once that back gets the ball, Mike, he's just looking for a little crack of daylight, and he's thinking, I'm going to run into it and just hope I come out the other side. And in this case, the other side's the end zone, and they get 6.
Now it's McManus for the point after. He's got it. And the Packers will even the score here in the third. So back to level after the touchdown. And time for the kickoff. He'll start at the 4. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The home team's offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And we'll give you a look at some of the highlights. He's had a number of them over that magic mark, over 100 yards on the ground, including a rushing touchdown. He has been a handful for the defense right throughout. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Wilson. Got a man over the middle. It's Pickens. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
This is what every offense looks to do, Mike. They want to attack the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And oftentimes, that's where the chunk plays come. Give it to your receiver on the move and let them do the rest.
On first down, Wilson. It's into the hands of Pickens once again. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
On the handoff, it's Harris. And he'll be taken down at the 25-yard line.
2nd and short. Normally, this is a great time, Mike, to put the ball in the air and try to press the ball downfield. But in this case, they keep it on the ground. Has a similar effect. They pick up a good gain and a first down.
Another run here with Harris. He'll work his way only to the 23. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. They'll give it to Harris again. Powerful running there. Stiff-arming his way for a gain of 6. Here's 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for it with Harris.
Well, this sets up a big call here, Mike, on 4th down. You find yourself in a tie ball game with the ball. Do you decide to keep your offense on the field and try to play for 6? Or are you content coming off the field, taking the lead by 3? We'll see what this coach decides.
They only need a yard, and it's 4th down. They'll go, and it's Harris. And he's going to have the Steelers' 1st down. Oh, they take a chance there on 4th and 1, but it's a gain of 3 and a new set of downs.
Little test of wills up front, huh, Mike? I mean, who wanted this one more? Who would get off the line quicker? Who would drive the other side backwards? Pretty impressive that not only are they the ones that won the battle, the defense knew what was coming and still couldn't stop it.
And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
When you put plays like this on tape, it sends a message to every defender across the league. When you play this offense and this guy has the ball, you better bring it when you come to contact him, because if not, you're going to be on the wrong end of it.
From the shotgun, Wilson. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
You know, there's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. And this throw out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete.
They went for it all on that one and just a little bit off. Ball winds up hitting the ground. They've got to move forward. The opportunities are out there. Better execution, better location, and they got some big plays in their future.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Steelers will take the lead here in the 3rd quarter.
Job number 1 on this drive, find a way to get the lead. They, of course, would have loved to score a touchdown, Mike. But 3 points here, that's a pretty good consolation prize as it moves them out in front.
Back out is Boswell following the field goal. He'll send this one away. This returnable with Reed. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Packers offense and quarterback Jordan Love heading back out there. And he has been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been picked apart. That is borne out in those impressive numbers. He has been terrific all game long. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. They'll start on the ground with Jacobs. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
Well, a really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up 1st downs without having to get to 3rd down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
On 1st and 10, here's Love. The open man is Reed. He's got it.
The drag route is certainly not the most complicated route on the route tree, but a really nice job there using the scheme to create separation. He did a really nice job there working across the middle of the field as he made himself open.
They face 2nd down and 7. From the gun, it's Love. This one on target, it's Dobbs. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass, get past the first down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. That's exactly how it played out here. You can draw up all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop. We've seen this back have his way with this defense all game long, Mike. He's up over 100 yards for the game, but this time the defense said, we've had enough. They sold out to stop him. They hold him to no gain.
A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. Christian Watson, the intended receiver. And it's going to bring up a third down.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up fourth down.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a fourth down decision to make.
This one angles out of bounds, and the mark comes inside the 15-yard line. The home team's offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. And as you take a look at the numbers, you have to imagine he was the topic of conversation in that locker room at halftime. They got to find a way to slow him down. Nothing they've done has worked so far. So they come to the line for first down and 10. A quick throw, going to be caught by Pickens. It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. Second and 7. They go play action now. Wilson. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a first down. A gain of 16, good enough for a first down.
This is why the timing of these routes is so critical. If that ball is thrown a little bit later, he's unable to keep his feet in bounds, but instead the quarterback is on time and accurate, and the receiver does a nice job not only securing the catch, but ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
On first down, it's Harris. He'll work forward for a couple. Linebacker Isaiah McDuffie ends the play there. Now Russ. That's brought in right side by Pickens. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They clearly have a mismatch in their favor, and every time they've looked his way, he's continued to make big plays. If I'm this coordinator, I think I'm giving him one more shot and see if he can push this thing over the goal line and come away with 6.
And he's going to run out of time. They get to him and bring him down.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the 3rd sack of the game. And this defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Here's Harris. He'll take this ahead for a yard, down to the 49. Linebacker Isaiah McDuffie ends the play there. Third and long. Wilson to throw. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
You can't run plays like this, Mike, if you don't have incredible pass protection. I mean, he started on the left side of the formation, and look how far he had to go across the field before that ball was caught. That's going to take time. That's going to take a lot of trust in that quarterback, in his protectors, to know he can stand tall in that pocket and wait for his receiver to break open.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Taking off. Can't beat those legs. 13-yard pickup. A scramble leads to a first down.
We've seen this quarterback have some effective plays with his legs all game today, Mike. He knows when to stay in there and look to pass, but he also knows when it's time to tuck it and go, and he's able to pick up good yardage there.
On first and 10, it's Wilson. And this is too far over the end line. It's incomplete.
They let a golden opportunity slip away on that one. That's the matchup that they wanted. They just couldn't quite capitalize on it.
They'll try again. It's second and 10. Here's a give left side to Harris. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's third down. From the gun, it's Wilson. And he's in. Pat Fryermuth. Touchdown, Steelers.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. Two guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
On for the extra point is Boswell. The kick is good, and the Steelers will extend this third quarter lead. Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. This returnable with Reed. Now an opening past the 30. They finally get him down, but he gets all the way up close to the 40-yard line. The Packers offense and receiver Christian Watson set to go once more, and he was unguardable in the first half. You see the numbers as they try to add to those here in the third quarter. Now a first and 10 from the 38-yard line. On the bootleg, it's Love. Working across the field, he spots Watson. And he's taken down, but just shy of midfield.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start. Number one rule of run blocking for the offensive line is you don't want to allow penetration. It just doesn't give your running back any angles to cut and find the hole. It's exactly how it played out here. They've got to do a better job holding the line of scrimmage and not getting pushed back.
Off the play fake. Here's Love. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
I think he just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
He'll take a shot here for the end zone. That is knocked away downfield, incomplete. He made sure not to let the receiver get behind him. Third down stop sets up fourth down.
I could sit up here all day, Mike, and we could talk about the missed throw, but I think a lot of the credit has to go to the pass defense. Not only did they do a good job making it difficult for them to complete the pass, but I think they saved a touchdown along the way.
And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds. The home team's offense, and Russell Wilson set to take over once more. And he's had it going in the first half. Really had his way with the secondary. They have been powerless to stop him. Now they're trying to keep it going. This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. Here's Wilson to throw. He's got his man, Jefferson. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
Out of the gun, here's Russ.
Really nice job there by the defense defending the middle of the field. That is the most valuable real estate on the field. They know every single offense is trying to attack the defense between the hashes. So give credit. They took away all the throwing lanes, and that ball falls incomplete.
Now a 3rd and 2. They run it over center with Harris. And this is going to be a Steelers first down as the tackle's made at the 36. So, no shortage of offense in this one as we end the 3rd. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So, from the 36, it is 1st and 10. Play action. It's Wilson. That's caught by Jefferson on the right side. And they'll get this one down to the 35-yard line.
Everyone talks about all the physical qualities to play quarterback in the NFL, Mike, and of course that's a given, but it's really the cerebral approach to the game that separates the best from everybody else, and I think both of those things were on display there, as he did not only a great job of finding the vulnerabilities of the back end, but then once his guy was there, it was that arm talent that put the ball in the exact right spot to allow his guy to make the big play.
Give up the middle to Harris. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
In order for you to be able to operate out of this 4-3 style defense, Mike, the key is your defensive tackles, their ability to penetrate, their ability to be game wreckers. That's exactly what we saw here. His ability to get back there, make the stop at the line of scrimmage, keep it to no gain.
They'll run straight ahead with Warren. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
And this running game has really been rolling, Mike, all game long. The holes, the run lanes, they've been there consistently. Here's another nice run as they look to put this game away.
1st and 10. Now it's Harris. He's taken down just shy of the 10.
2-possession lead, 4th quarter. This is the time, Mike, when you really can rely heavily on your run game. Everybody in the stadium knows you're going to run it, including the defense. They just can't come up with an answer to stopping it.
They can still get a 1st down at the 1. 1st and 10, they go from the 11. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. A run with Harris. He is in. Najee Harris. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
Boswell now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Steelers will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. This returnable with Reed. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The visitors' offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. The deficit is 17, so they got to start cutting into it soon. See if it starts here. 1st and 10. Now Love. Now he takes off. Terrific start to this drive. Gain of 23 and a 1st down.
This is an element to his game that we don't necessarily spend a lot of time talking about. He's not known as a traditional runner at the quarterback position. But when he has some space like he had here, he is more than capable of not only converting 1st downs, but picking up big chunk plays.
Love to throw it on 1st down. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
Really nice timing on that slant route. You can tell the quarterback and the wide receiver are completely on the same page, and when executed at that level, it's virtually impossible to stop.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. That complete to Jacobs. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
And he gets marked out of bounds, but inside the 5-yard line. It's another big play in a game that's had its share. 31 yards.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there.
Mike Tomlin wants the officials to get another look at it, so out comes the challenge flag.
Previous play is under review.
At issue, was he able to stay in bounds? The NFL rules, you're looking for either 2 feet or a body part that is not a hand to be down with possession of the ball. No bobbling, the ball not moving around. He has control, so that's what the referee is looking at here.
After review of the play, ruling on the field stands.
So the challenge unsuccessful, and they are out of challenges now for the remainder of the game. Well, a chance to get right back in it here. First down and goal. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. A run on first and goal. And this one's blown up. It's back at the 5-yard line now.
This play here, Mike, is just all about the get-off of the defensive line. Watch how fast they go when that ball is snapped. Nowhere for this running back except to go down for a loss.
Back to the 5-yard line now. Second down and goal. One more time, it's Jacobs. And he'll get 3 yards here, down to the 2-yard line. They're in 4-down territory for sure, but what can they do on this one? It's 3rd and goal. Back to throw is Love. It is brought in the end zone. Jaden Reed. Touchdown, Packers. Well, Greg, the light's still on way down at the end of the tunnel here. They are climbing back into this one with that touchdown here in the 4th quarter.
And they have a tall task ahead of them, Mike, but they have a chance. I mean, we've seen stranger things happen. They got a 2-possession game here late. They're going to need a couple stops, and they're going to need a couple things to bounce their way.
McManus on for the point after. He knocks it through. And the Packers are able to cut the deficit to 10. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Patterson now to return it. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. This offense and their running back heading back on the field. Their lead is 10. They go back to work, try to add to it. It begins with first down. Out of the gun, it's Wilson. That'll be caught by the running back, Warren. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
A run. Here's Harris. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
So when you're evaluating the impact of a team's run game, I think it's important at the end of the game to look back and say, okay, how many yards did they run for? But more importantly, when did those yards come? Did I run for those yards in the 4th quarter, which typically means I had the lead? That's the sign of a successful run game, as opposed to getting a lot of meaningless yards early in the game.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. On the give, it's Harris. Well, they weren't going to get him the second time with the same back. Defense all over that one. They stop him for no gain.
The size, the speed, and the strength of this defensive tackle was on full display, Mike. He defeats the block, strikes the ball carrier at their line of scrimmage. He's able to bring him down, keep it to no gain.
On second down, Russ. He finds Austin with the grab. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
An interesting decision there by the play caller to put this ball in the air. Mike, you're up by 2 scores. Traditional wisdom says, hey, we're up by 2 scores late in the fourth quarter. We've got to keep this clock moving. You don't want to risk an incompletion. Now, they convert. They're able to secure the catch and pick up a fresh set of downs.
Oh, that may be the break they needed. That one's intercepted. And the Packers are going to take possession here at their own 6.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
The Packers offense and the wideout getting set to go once more. We'll see how they want to attack things here, backed up deep in their own end. It's 1st and 10. Love quickly out to Watson. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's 2nd and 6. To throw is Love. Here's a screen taken in by Jacobs. And he's going to have this one up near the 28.
It's been tough sledding for this offense all day today, Mike, but especially here in the second half. So they are just in desperate need of a spark. Just something to get their offense into a little bit of a rhythm if they want to have any chance to find themselves back into this game here late.
They'll keep it on the ground. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe he gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down. From the gun, it's Love. He's going to go deep, looking for Reed.
They nearly connected on the big play downfield, but he's not quite able to hold on to that ball through the contact. You can chalk that one up as a win defensively.
3rd and 9. Dobbs headed in motion. Pressure gets there, and down he goes.
Big-time sack there by T.J. Watt. He certainly picked up right where he led off. Remember last year, Mike, he led the NFL in sacks with 19. He's made a living off making plays in the backfield, and he continues to do so here.
Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's 4th down. They'll go for it. Love. He'll let this one rip, looking for Watson.
So this offense, they think this is a prime opportunity to go for it through the air on 4th down. But this defense was having none of it. Nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball, no easy completions, and this defense forces a huge stop on 4th down.
The Steelers offense make their way out to take over once more. They'll start with the football already in the red zone. Big opportunity here on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. Quick throw on target to Pickens. And the Steelers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Big-time completion right there, and this isn't just a spot where they're trying to run the game out here in the 4th quarter. They were not only trying to pick up points, but they're trying to get in the end zone and extend this lead. So really nice job here late. We're going to see if they can put this one out of reach. It's a nice job here defensively. Down here tight, it's easy to be so concerned about stopping the pass that you lose sight of the quarterback when he decides to become a runner. Not the case here. Picks up a little positive yardage, sets up 2nd and goal.
Ball at the 3, 2nd down and goal. They'll try to run it with Harris. And he's going to go backwards on that one. They take him down back at the 6-yard line.
You know, at this point, the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air on 3rd down? Or do they play it safe and keep running the clock by keeping the ball on the ground?
Taking off, and he's in! Russell Wilson, touchdown Steelers. And that is now a pair of rushing touchdowns. The quarterback giving it to them, Greg, with his legs in this one.
And we're starting to see, Mike, why this week this coaching staff told us they're encouraging this guy to do this more often. His ability to be a passer, but also a rusher, is an element to this offense that is hard for defenses to account for.
On for the extra point is Boswell. It's up and good. And the Steelers tack on one more to their lead. Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. This returnable with Reed. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The visitors' offense and Romeo Doubs heading out for their next possession. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Love. He'll go left side here and complete this one. And he'll wind up out of bounds past the 45-yard line. That's a gain of 21 to open this drive.
What a luxury that certain teams, when they have a guy like this, I mean, not only is he the big target, but then to have that size and speed to run away from these linebackers and do so much of his damage after the catch.
There's that man again. Another catch. Second down and 3. Here's Love. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. Third down, 3 to go. Now Love. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. And truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
And he's not going to get there. Coming up a couple of yards short. This is going to be a turnover on downs.
You find yourself down big. It's the 4th quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
Here comes the Pittsburgh offense now, heading back onto the field. As we look back at some of the highlights of this one, you'll see a lot of them, Greg, coming from the passing game. They've done a nice job picking the defense apart.
Yeah, and I think that's the right way to say it. It hasn't necessarily been just a bunch of deep shots, a bunch of explosives. It's been more methodical. It's been precise. They've really been all over their execution, and this is about as close to a complete performance as you're going to see from any offense throughout the course of this season.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. They send Freiermuth, the tight end, in motion. They'll start this on the ground, and it's Harris. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Another run here with Harris. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
Here's a case of an offense just piling on. You're really imposing your will on the defense. Everyone in the stadium knows you're going to run it. The defense knows it, you know it. And no matter what they do, they have no answers whatsoever.
On 1st down, right back to Harris. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. So, 2 minutes to play here in the 2nd half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. They'll give it to Harris again. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
Have to imagine at some point here, Mike, the defensive coordinator looks to change things up. This running back has had his way with them all day long. Get a few more guys in the box. But then you know what that does. It opens you up down the field to that passing game.
On the handoff, it's Harris. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. A give, and here comes Harris. And he'll get back maybe to the line of scrimmage, but probably going to be a loss of a yard here.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? So this one in the win column for the Steelers. It was a game that delivered more points than most people would have expected with the snow falling at kickoff. Entertaining game for all involved as they'll head back to the locker room to warm up with a victory in their back pocket. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. The Steelers, winners, as we say so long from the confluence of the Three Rivers in Pittsburgh.